Deep in the Congo Basin, you see plenty of creatures. We're exploring in a very remote area where there could be plenty of species, like this bongo, which is a species of antelope. They are like any antelope, they take plants like grasses, like the short grass here. Looks like it's taking a rest. Also leopards live here, the main predators of the bongos. This guy then to the left. That's a female bongo. The one we just met was a male. Leopard over there in the grass. Looks like he had already eaten some kind of creature. A bonobo, also in the grass. Bonobos were once thought to be a kind of chimpanzee. Over here is the chimpanzee, one of the smartest animals in the world, with gorillas, orangutans, and bonobos. Pygmy hippos are also, as the name suggests, they are very small compared to the common hippo, and they are more terrestrial, as this one is showing, as they just want asleep on land. Sometimes hippos, common hippo, go asleep in the water. This jaguar is looking at the chimps and bonobos. Shut up. Or actually, it's just going to sleep. This leopard. Oh, jaguar. Jaguars and leopards are different. Equal for rodents. And this one has no spots in the rosettes, classifying it as a leopard. These bonobos are very social, and unlike chimpanzees, they're more kind towards each other. So they're not attacking them much. It looks like this, that they're grooming each other. Yep, they are. They're grooming each other so they can be safe from ticks and other parasites. That's a pygmy hippo before. That's a all. They live around here in the Congo Basin, eating roots, tubers, and plenty of other things. In the Congo Basin, you can even find more wildlife. For now, we have found all this wildlife in the Congo Basin, and there could even be more wildlife somewhere lurking there. Here. Chinese forests into Tibetan plateaus, you find a lot of creatures in East Asia to the north. You might find Himalayan brown bears on the mountains. You might find macaques, which are in the springs. You might find the national animal of China, the Chinese panda, or the giant panda, or the panda bear, whatever you want to call it. You might find the Cerdol, which we were talking about a little on Planet Tier 1. As we were talking about them, they do live in packs, and they're very small, and they have been known to take on tigers in the sub-Indian continent, and also leopards, plus sloth bears. There's also red-crowned cranes that are native to Japan, China, and other Southeast Asian areas. The forests work of wildlife, including the endangered Siberian tiger, which is the biggest after living cats. Being 300 kilograms, this creature lurks in these harsh forests of snow. With only a few left in the wild, their main branches are getting established to help this endangered species. This one is one of the few left. Caspian, Javan, and Bali tigers had already gone extinct. This tiger could be looking for food, or it's fine. The Japanese macaques near the tiger need to be wary of their steps. But the tiger, as it gets to higher elevations, gets less camouflage. With only a few Japanese trees giving it camouflage. It gets higher to about very high elevations where you find a lot of snow. That low and low needs to be also worked because there's 3 in this small pack, and 3 is not enough to take on a tiger like that one. That's a huge tiger, and he is actually most likely not going to have a problem to those either, because they can still kind of take on, but not strongly. That's why the dolls are going to be together. This one is asleep at the lower elevations where you don't find much cold. Up here, our tiger is looking at its turf. Tigers tend to mark by using their feces and clawing at trees, which tells other tigers, this is my place, stay out. The tiger looks at his whole area, looking at how much the place is still a wilderness. Even if it's just grass, it's still a wilderness. There should be also a rare Amur leopard somewhere here. They're pretty rare. And we just found them. With only 110 Amur leopards living in the wild, this is one of the few hundred of them living in the 21st century. It's climbing into one of these Japanese trees. Which most likely also flourishes in East Asia. After climbing fast for good views, it's going up, not wary of the tiger. But the tiger could be also down, which is already down. They are already down on the lower elevations, but the leopard climbs up into a snowy area where actually the tiger's a little bit down also. These encounters can end up in the tiger actually killing them. But the tiger doesn't know of the leopard's presence. The tiger's just climbing down, not knowing that a leopard is in its presence. The leopard is asleep, and the tiger knows. So it's not thinking that it should attack it, and there's no purpose to other than to protect its tail. The tiger walks. Bengal tigers have been recently found to be a little bigger than Siberians due to hunting of Siberians for the fur and for other purposes due to some Chinese that believe that animal body parts can be used for medicine, and they're most of the time useless. Rhino horns, tiger body parts are especially used, which is why rhinos and tigers are becoming some of the most uncommon creatures out in Asia and in Africa. As rhinos live in Africa and Asia. A tiger going down into rugged steps where pandas are running. These pandas main predators. The panda's main predators are the snow leopards. The whole Dole pack is here with their 3 members. Looks like they're having a fun game. One of the Japanese macaques from the troop is down here. Not knowing why. But they're not up in high elevations at all, actually. The Amur leopard is sleeping up in the rugged mountains in the Himalayas. And now I just woke up, ready to play another for enough time to look for territory, food, water, and it's scouting its view, looking at the mountains and the whole view of the whole area. Huge expanse. Amur leopards are Amur leopards literally scaled that mountain fast. Like it was not that hard. The Amur leopard escapes into the forest, where our tracking gets a little too hard because it gets a little remote there. Red crown cranes and Japanese macaques normally live in the same areas, like in this area. These are most likely not Japanese macaques because they're living in somewhere else. We're in China. This giant panda is looking up while it's on this tree branch of a Himalayan birch tree. Pandas actually have their thumb as kinda like a panda thumb, more than a normal human or ape thumb. The panda looks up into the sky. Pandas own primarily only bamboo, but despite being put in the order Carnivora, there's many more species that live in this area, and many facts that we still can't talk about. Many more things that need to be unraveled. And many creatures that need to be saved by humans, and we need the prevention of hunting them to give awareness of how places like here in China need to be protected. Next continent. Look at the Amazon rainforest. Yeah. The river had dried out. It is now the dry season, which means it's easier for jaguars to hunt. And that's a good thing for the jaguars, but of course not for the animals that get hunted. But most of the time, they have a protection from this. This giant anteater here has very strong claws which can actually kill a human. There's tapir. They're very large, and they're the largest South American creature. And of course, butterflies. Some butterflies are poisonous. And those colors right there can tell predators that, hey, you see me? I have some poison, so don't think I'm eating you. So that tells creatures like birds to stay away from those kinds of things. This jaguar is ready to hunt. We know the jaguar because it does have spots in the rosettes. This is a jaguar, bigger than the leopard, and nothing in this area is good. The jaguar is having a good time of because without water, capybaras can't swim fast through the water because it already dried out. Unfortunately, of course, sometimes I don't make it. Main wolf is walking here instead of, as we saw last time we were in the Pantanal, drinking weirdly. Main wolf, as I said previously, eat mostly fruits or any kind of thing like that. This is one of the giant otters, which they're not that successful now. Tapir just walking around in the Amazon. This bank now had turned into a whole an area that has no water reserve left for any creature in this Amazon. Capybara to become aware that jaguars are around anywhere in the rainforest and you could be camouflaged waiting for the perfect moment. This capybara is just waiting for water to come back. Well, the giant anteater is literally asleep now. So this gives an opportunity to predators. Even cougars live down here. That's enough of capybara. Watch is just going to sleep, most likely. And one of the other capybaras on the old riverbank, waiting for the water to come back and literally walking in. And this one capybara had achieved alpha status as the alpha male of the whole group of capybaras. And a group of capybaras is called a herd. runs out of the area, and now capybaras can run at fast speed, but not that fast. It's just gonna run for some reason. But there's no predator. It was a false alarm. After a long wait, the water has returned, and the capybara from before is back in the water. Whoa, some interesting behavior with their effect, as the capybara is moving the water in a weird way. This is the same alpha male from before, and it's part of the herd. After we thought capybaras almost drowned in the water because of the rains, we pulled him out. He's fine. Now we better be wary of the jaguar that roams around here. Jaguars do roam around in these areas. That's why it's dangerous here. So be careful, because a jaguar could be anywhere. Just keep your nose out. So, if the jaguar was hunting with it now, it's done for the cats. The jaguar is just drinking from the river bank. Looks like it while the swam as they got killed. Getting soaked in water is fine for a jaguar, as these cats and water, they like the water so much, and that's why they attack caiman in the waters. Looking down there, below this whole area, the rest of the Amazon lies, with undiscovered species down there. Maybe different cats, like covered in ocelots, and it could be filled with different wildlife reserved down there in the peaks of those trees, or in those water reserves. And the rest of the Amazon River could be more fish, and some special fish. Whatever's down there, we need to find it. And the best way to do that is actually to explore it like how anyone explores it. Like how we just did. And we're gonna do the same thing for the next continent. In the North Island of New Zealand, you see a lot of flightless birds, including also at South Island. But today we're seeing something special. We're seeing a kiwi. a very unknown bird. This is the North Island brown kiwi, living in the North Island of New Zealand. These birds are very small and flightless. They live throughout North Island of New Zealand in this amazing habitat. Here is where we had, from a conservation service, 12 kiwis released into the wild for conservation work to save the species. Today, the IUCN considers the Northern Island brown kiwi as vulnerable to extinction. Living in these islands is dangerous for the kiwis due to minks or ferrets, what they were called. Like a kind of mustelid often preys on the bird, and it's invasive. I'm sure something like a mink or a ferret, something like a mix between those two. This is another kiwi who just sat down on the ground, shaking his head. All of these kiwis were just released today, and they look like they've been living good now. After a few days, they could get offspring. This area where the mustelids and any other invasive pests, not pests really, but just something that will get the kiwis population down, was removed. Now kiwis, kakapos, kias, all can live here, along with some other flightless birds that are on the verge of extinction. On the North and South Islands of New Zealand, where these birds call it home. In the little country of New Zealand, they do all this for them. Here, now we're in the European place where you find forests, mountain peaks, and rivers. You could find a lot of creatures around here, and they mightn't have them anywhere around here. It could be anywhere. And what are we trying to do? Find them, protect them, and save them. Well, everything in a line like that. Wolves live in these areas. Like in North America, wolves live across Eurasia. Well, this is a smaller pack from the one we experienced last time. Wisent live here, and also Eurasian lynx live here. The Eurasian lynx is the biggest of the lynx Well, in North America, you have the Canadix, which lives in places like northern USA and Canada. Here, at the mountain peaks, which are at very high elevations, we find some ibex, alpine ibex to be exact. Alpine ibex almost went extinct, but this is one of the thriving populations of them. Today, alpine ibex are very abundant in the wild, and they live at these high elevations and graze on the grass, which is sometimes not plentiful up in these high mountains. This peak alone could be one of the tallest mountains in the world. Well, that record goes to Mount Everest, of course. This mountain is a very high peak comparing to most of them. There's this weird land bridge we find between the river. Red deer also flourish in these areas. And also, red fox flourish in these areas too, flourishing all over the world. If you just look at the map of the red fox area, they extend to North America, Europe, Africa, Asia, and also an invasive population in Australia. It's invasive. Canada, USA, Morocco, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, all of Eurasia except Southeast Asia, and invasive in Australia. That's a big range. The wolves are now dormant as they all asleep, which appears most of the time what are doing. Wolves are nocturnal, so that's normal. Lynx, feeling fine. These recent or European bison are grazing on the grass that live around here also. It's very hard to cross this because there's only a little of water, so you can't swim. So this means that if there was more water in this area, they could jump in or swim. Wolves have awoken, 2 of them at least, well, 1 is still snoozing. 2 wolves is not enough to take down a red deer. It's enough to take down a fox, but it looks like the wolves had their fair share already, most likely at night. Suddenly, water is trying to burst out. Well, it doesn't work. That was a tutorial. The foxes are having a fun time. These red foxes are not only red, they could come in many colors. Black, a mix between red and black, which is fox and more. But these foxes have to be careful also. And this little pack, foxes can also have pets like wolves. Don't underestimate them, even though they're smaller than coyotes even. European bison are taller than American bison, but American bison are still bigger than European bison. Fox is being a little shy, seeing the huge size. The wolf see bison and fox ignoring them. These wolves are going to wander for plains, searching for food. Or they could even they're just walking around, checking for tariff maybe. Whatever they're doing, it's a mystery. But these wolves have a lot of ground to cover. As this place is very big. It's one big area. This area is about something too hard to count at this point because of how big it is. Water areas are huge. So much water for any creature to live for. The connections between the lands, there are many connections, including this huge bank that no one had crossed yet. No. But they could cross it potentially. The wolves could cross this bridge. There are few fox running is finding is very close to the ridge. Most two of the three European bison are also getting close to the ridge. And if the wolves are going back, the bison are too big to cross the ridge or the bridge. Or not. Let's see if they cross it, or they're just going to leave it. The water animal could actually jump in if they wanted to. Well, I think no creature is going to do that today. One wolf. The wolf is the most closest to the ridge out of any animal. Eventually now, this is only a wolf was paying attention to the ridge. Now a fox is walking past it. Wolf also walks past it. Very slowly. There's no animal that's interested really into this huge thing that natural bridge. Or it could be an ancient wall from some old civilization. Whatever this is, it's a mystery. It's a mystery. Like, how many mysteries are about these creatures that we're just talking about? I mean, wolves are pretty known, but not every fact is known about them. Like, how? Like, why don't wolves eat plants more? Why does deer is swimming in water and so on? Anyway, so these deer swimming in the water are having a fun time. The deers, the lynx, are all swimming to the other side of the ibex. The female actually had wandered all down the steep mountains all the way down to the lake, which most likely the male is all the way up, but I guessed wrong, and the male is also following the female and going down the same route, which leaves going to be absent from the mountains for a while. Normally that doesn't happen, but now we are seeing ibex swimming to the other side. Now these animals are swimming to their sides. So, seeing these animals swim to each of their sides, they're exploring their turf and all that fun stuff. Like, how much land they really have in the area. What are their competitors of their species? What type and how they can achieve their goals? Ibex is going to be sitting under these trees and bushes for a while the female ibex already on the upper landmass. But looks like she explored it or just looked at it and she didn't find some land she can walk, eat, have shelter and space on. Most likely because there's no mountains to climb. Ibex are built for mountains, so there was no use. Fox have been swimming for a while, but is coming onto the landmass they know and love. Or they're coming on the upper landmass. Ibex coming on the old landmass they always knew, as they're called. These ibex survive in these areas because that's their habitat, and over here it's more unnatural to see ibex in these plains. Plains are not the right habitat for ibex. You don't see ibex around the plains, do you? A riverbank. Not something the bison is interested in, but just saying cool riverbank. So many plants live around here too. Like trees. This tree, this particular tree, a squid pine, as they're called, live in areas like this, and they're native to Eurasia. Ibex here, and they're both on the same one, which they all know, Millsdale. Fox walking quickly for some particular reason, and it's very close to another weird wall. These weird walls, we still don't know why they exist, why they're here. They're weird walls that are everywhere around. You can't find somewhere that doesn't have these weird walls. White elephant or European bison. Just walking past them isn't a fair deal. Fox is finally one of the first to walk on the land bridge, or the weird wall. Never seen any of the creatures actually do it, but the fox is the first to do it. This red fox, well, looks like they're off. Well, this is just actually a little island. So I didn't connect to the forest, but this is what they actually do. I realized 2 land bridges to the little island, then they would swim this way, then they would end up on this area. They could also go on this island, then find this land bridge. There's many land bridges everywhere around here, so it's countless almost. Wolf at shore. Yep, a wolf at shore. We just walked through. Wolves have been documented. I remember in North America eating salmon that are trying to do prolonged salmon run migration in North America, while we are in Europe, where I think most likely they could also be doing it. But the only way we can find out is to find out if the wolves actually do it. This is one of the few wolves to actually come to this mountain. Looking like we call in a fight with another wolf pack. This wolf, very injured, is going to the top of this mountain. Most likely, maybe to find more ibex for lunch. This wolf doesn't have to pack, so it's not the best idea. But she could be young, and she looks very desperate. It is everywhere, including at her arm. This wolf being very desperate. It was her only thing she could do. She climbed up the mountain, hoping she'll find something up there at the top. But still nothing. all she could find were little islands off the coast. She was starting around the shore here, and now she climbed so high that it's too hard to even count how many meters she has went up, and now she's going down, realizing that there's no lunch for today, and the walls have already went down. The male of the pack is hungry, thirsty, but there's nothing to do. Yeah, let's find out in the near future while these worlds find food to eat. Well, they start. We're going to North America now. In the prairies of North America, you see pronghorns, prairie dogs, bison. But today, prairies are only a fraction of what they were, and now they're mostly demolished. But this is one of the small fragments of prairie left. Bison were hunted. European and American bison were hunted almost to extinction. American bison are growing back in North America, and European bison were recently introduced back into the UK. These four pronghorn are abundant in their land, but their range is small, like bison. Prairie dogs, which their predators are black-footed ferrets. Their ranges are also small, but with a big population. Black-footed ferrets are their predators. It looks like there's no black-footed ferrets in sight, which is good for them. Prairies naturally don't have many trees. This and all the other trees could be the only trees out here. Bison naturally grazing on grass. They graze on grass. Bison are a species that if they went extinct, they would a lot of other species would go extinct. So that means the word for that in English is it's a keystone species. Bisons are a keystone species because it's the key stone in like your stone collection that you need. It's basically the keystone is the keystone of your stone collection. If you lose it, then your whole stone collection, goes like that. I'll say that's it for today. I hope you like this documentary style stuff. If I missed any creature to feature in Planet Nature Part 2, just tell me in the comments down below. And enjoy the cinematic of the whole documentary. Actually enjoy them.